totally serious, and I'm not going to pull out any jokes from my pocket, because as a queer woman artist, this is something that means a lot to me. So, here to talk about the vital work that advanced gender equity in the arts is doing for all members of the Portland theater community, please welcome Dr. Jane Vogel.
Our in-house rock star, Yasmin. So, happy 40th birthday, anniversary to the Drammies. To celebrate, I brought my ruby red purse. I don't know if that's on your bingo sheet. If it's not, I also brought a ruby red hourglass 10 minutes. For my generation, this is called a hard drive backup for the gong. Before we start with the fun stuff, I want to acknowledge, in the spirit of equity and truth, that we are gathered tonight on the sacred traditional land of the Chinookan-speaking people. The Tualatin and the Cathlamet, and we pay respect to their elders past and present. So I founded Advanced Gender Equity in the Arts, also known as AGE, a little more than 3 years ago, because I had this radical idea that the stories told in theater should not be dominated by white men. Now, I want you to understand that some of my best friends are white men. But in the words of Stella Adler, theater is the place where truth is told about life. We can't leave out more than half of humanity. And as my friend Susanna Mars says, the half of humanity we're leaving out is the half that gave birth to all of humanity. My hope is that AGE can serve as a catalyst to change the paradigm that devalues women. And women is spelled with an X. That would be older women, women of color, trans, non-binary, femme-identified people, and women with disabilities. AGE is awarding grants tonight to theater companies committed to increasing opportunities for women. And the only reason that some theater companies will be mentioned and not others is because our funding is limited. You are all doing amazing work. All of you. We have lots of reasons to party and celebrate tonight, and I want to give a huge shout out to our theater community. In 3 short years, I have been awestruck by the tremendous heart and courage you have shown in facing the messiness, the discomfort, and the ambiguity that comes with equity work. AGE defines equity as the creation of space where everyone can achieve their dreams and full potential. And we can only achieve our dreams when our universal need for safety is met. So AGE is partnering with theaters to create safe spaces for everyone. For those people who have privilege, lots and lots of privilege. The need for safety may not seem urgent, but it is. The Me Too movement that was founded 20 years ago by Tarana Burke and just went viral last fall on social media made real the epidemic of violence against women. And it's important that we not let the Me Too movement fizzle out before we have made real and lasting changes. As we all know, sexual harassment and violence against women has nothing to do with sex and everything to do with domination and power. And as long as we have a white, male-centric culture where most of the stories are told by men about white men, misogyny is not going to go away. So, time's up. Time's up for the patriarchy, time's up for colonialism, and time's up for white supremacy. What we need are better processes. Processes that do not put the onus on the woman, the older woman, the woman of color, the trans, non-binary, femme-identified person, and the disabled woman to have to educate and reform those with power and privilege. It is not the woman's responsibility to make our performance and rehearsal spaces safe. Yep, time's up. Let's move forward together to make theater equitable and safe. And so in closing, I want to share with you a 6-point manifesto. That is, manifesto for achieving equity. And it is the foundation of our work at AGE as we resist and persist. First, equity can only be achieved when we take a long, hard look at the 51% of the population who identify as women and embrace their power rather than fear it. Equity can only be achieved when we stop objectifying younger women and stop demeaning older women. It's not funny, it's hostile. Equity can only be achieved when we become trans and non-binary inclusive. Gender is not binary, nor is it a postscript. Equity can only be achieved when accessibility for persons with disabilities is a right rather than a privilege. Equity can only be achieved when we stop dehumanizing and erasing Indigenous women. And last but not least, equity can only be achieved when we no longer allow women of color to fall to the bottom of every marker by which we measure human dignity. She will present the awards, the grants this year, and we'll have the people come up. They won't get to say a speech, but they'll take a bow. Yasmin.
As we celebrate the Grammys tonight, I want to be mindful and hold up with you all the people for whom the arts are still not accessible or safe. Those of us who are getting in the door have a responsibility to hold the door open for others until everyone is in the room. In the spirit of holding doors open, AGE has raised $40,000 this year to support Portland theater companies that make intersectional gender equity a priority. 19 companies applied for the 2018 AGE Equity Grants, and all were worthy of support and recognition. A huge thank you to the 26 volunteers who served on this year's grant review committee. And the 2018 Age Equity Grants are $5,000 to Boom Arts. Next, we have $8,000 to Artist Repertory Theater. Next is $12,000 to PassinArt, a theater company. And last but not least, $15,000 to Shaking the Tree Theater.